Just clear my throat real quick. Great. Okay. Well, hi friends. It's my mind that they're working, of course, because it's 11 o'clock, so I'm assuming that's it. Unless someone wants to steal my show, then you got to talk to me first. Cool. So today is actually a very special episode because show episode, epo. I need to stop. So basically today, I'm back with the basicallys. So today, I am going to be talking about more things that I experienced when I was younger. But speaking of younger, I have a little childhood friend, and I just took a test as well, so I'm feeling very relieved and happy. So if I sound too happy, then that's a warning. Happy warning, trigger warning. Okay, cool. I don't even know what that means. Cool. So, childhood myths, lies that I believed when I was younger. Because I feel like most of the time people believe in myths or there's no other words than myths and lies, but most of the things that I believed in when I was younger is all because of my parents. Like, let's be honest, like the Tooth Fairy, Santa, all because of my parents. So that's pretty much majority of mine. And I feel like parents are just not making anything better when it comes to that kind of... What? Technical difficulty. Okay, you know what? I might as well... Okay, you know what? Childhood friend, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes. Hi, my name is Sara.
That took a while.
Sorry.
It's okay. No, it took a while for me because I was trying to fix the computer thing, but okay.
All right. So, my name is Sara. You and I have been friends forever.
I can't believe you handled me for that long.
Our parents were really close, so
we've
been friends since. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, you want to tell what are you studying? What university are you at?
Yeah, so I go to Drexel University. We're on break right now, so that's why I'm here.
You're so lucky.
I'm an engineering major, so.
Speaking of break, I feel like a lot of people maybe who are walking outside this building might have
wishing they were still on break.
Yeah, I feel like I'm creeping them out. I'm sorry. But I feel like you guys have been in break as well. I'm willing to hear how it was. I don't know how, but just scream at the building and then I'll hear you, kind of. So, childhood lies. I'm pretty sure you have some, Sara, right?
Yes, I do.
I did ask you to list it before.
I made a list.
That's good, because how else are we're gonna sit here in silence trying to think of something? Okay, the sounds of things moving. Cool. So do you want to start us off with one?
Yes.
What's something that you're, like when you were younger, that you thought was real but wasn't?
I don't know if this is a weird one to start with, but I used to believe that cats had actual 9 lives. Like, they would die and then they would be like reborn again.
I thought of video games too.
Yeah,
like,
I don't
just
know.
Lives. The word lives just doesn't correlate well when it comes to like actual real life people.
Yeah, I just thought that was so weird because people think, because they say it all the time that like cats have 9 lives. So as a kid, I naturally believed that was like very literal and true. So,
I mean, I'll be honest. Even like till this day, I don't, of course, believe that's true. Like, there's no such thing as someone going back to life. Mm-hmm. I wish it was, but no. But till this day, I still don't know what that means. Do you know what that means, or?
I do not. That's why I was like,
well, you thought this show was gonna be educational. Nope. Yeah, no. But I don't know. The word lives just doesn't seem right. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I know, coming from someone who grew up with a gamer, my brother was a gamer. That's what the first thing I thought of was like 9 lives. What does that mean? If you know what it is, then go to my Facebook page on Montco Radio, little plug-in. Go to Montco Radio, go to schedules, see My Mind and the Working, click it, and it'll take you to my Facebook page. So, along with some stories that you thought were real when you were younger, go for it and tell me the definition of lives and 9 lives of cats. So, okay. So, for me, I thought, this is something I actually talked to your sister about, was being pregnant, when you first get married, I thought God just sends a child just whatever he feels like. So just sends a child.
Imagine?
She told me that, like, your sister told me that she saw this like family with like 12 kids. She's like, wow, God really wants them to have kids. Like, why is this out of nowhere? So like, that's why some parents have like 1, some have 2. I'm like, what? Like, it didn't occur to me that like they chose to have 1 or 2 or something like that.
I think in general, like when we're talking about this subject, there are so many different beliefs out there that kids have, because like parents tell their kids all sorts of things to like avoid the actual topic matter, like
I
the topic.
don't get why parents have to talk about the birds and the bees so early in age. Like, that's traumatizing.
I don't know.
Oh my God.
I actually have something similar to that one, if I can read it.
Sure, go for it.
I found online, someone believed that women would get pregnant by overeating. So just like eating a lot, like they
Oh
want
my
a
god,
kid,
don't you
so
just
they eat
hate
a
it
lot.
when I tell someone like you're pregnant? They're like, no.
I know.
I'm like, oh god, that's okay.
It's crazy.
It's horrible. Actually, there's one also similar to like birth related stuff. That's great.
Yeah.
Is giving birth was always done by C-section. I didn't know any other solution other than just cutting the stomach
I
open.
definitely believed that when I was a kid too.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, it just didn't make sense to me like any other than cutting a C. That's why I was so scared of like in general like, and also I used to think that pregnant women like when their stomachs get big, I get scared that like their stomach's gonna explode at any time because it gets so stretchy. I'm like,
Yeah,
what
yeah,
the-
you're right.
Which is why like when after a woman gets birth, like their stomach is very like elastic. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's oh my god, it's ridiculous. Okay, you can go for next one.
Okay, I used to believe that teachers lived in school.
Same. Oh my
Like
god, I
there
have
was
that
no
down. I
other
have
way
that
for
down
me.
too.
Yeah, there
Oh
was
my
just
God.
no other way for me. Like
It just didn't make. I don't know why I never thought of cars, but like it didn't make sense to me that like the fact that teachers are always there, especially like at least in my high school, I would see them walking into the building, so it makes sense. But when I was younger, like they didn't walk into the building; they were just there.
right.
Oh
And
my
like
God.
when you see them outside of school, you're like, holy crap, what are you doing outside
And how does
of
everybody
school?
know each other in here? Like
Yeah,
you live all.
it's crazy. Yeah.
Oh my god! I think that's probably one of my motives on why I want to be a teacher. When I was younger, I was like, I get to live with people.
Tell kids that you live in school.
But then I started questioning, like, if I get married, how is this gonna work? Like, how is my husband gonna live in the school as well? But he has a job.
I
but
don't
then-
know, but kids, that's up to their imagination, I think.
Oh my god. Okay. So let me see. Okay. So I used to think when people drive, I didn't think there was something called a brake. So I thought you had to like time it correctly, like stop it accelerating, and it'll stop by on its own.
That makes sense actually, like somewhat.
Because like I mean I didn't know
Cars
cars.
do slow down naturally.
Yeah,
think.
I mean-
so yeah.
But the only issue is that like at least actually this one I discovered like recently when I started driving and when I was around 16 is I didn't know that as soon as you turn on the car and you leave the brakes open, like you're not using the brakes, it'll walk by itself. I didn't know that.
I agree. No, I feel like that might have been a shocker to everyone. Unless, I don't know, some people, their parents told them before that, but that was definitely the case with me as well.
Oh my god, I never knew that existed. Oh my god. And there's like I don't know, it didn't make sense to me. I'm like, how do parents so good at driving? Like they have to time it perfectly and like slow it down and like imagine like a red light. Like if you time it perfectly, then you're good. But like if you
Yeah.
time it too late, you'll get caught by the police. Like
Yeah.
it didn't make sense to me. I was so scared of driving because of that.
That makes sense, though. That's like a legit fear to have as a kid.
Okay, what's yours?
All right. I'm like debating between a few, but I used to believe that mannequins came to life after you left the mall. Like at night, like once the mall
my- I mean, they do
closed, I
dress
used
them.
to believe that.
Do
I don't
they
know.
dress them up? So like it makes sense. Oh my god, that's terrible. I don't trust mannequins.
Neither do I.
They're so creepy.
I always used to, like, I even thought for a period of time that, like, there was a person inside of a mannequin and, like, they're, like, I don't know, like, they're just inside forever. I don't know. It was really weird.
They do
thing to
look
think.
really human-like. I mean,
They
if
do.
someone out there likes mannequins, then, like,
Some
get some
people
therapy.
do.
Like,
I
that's,
mean,
that's it's horrible. I mean, I do like the way they style, but, like, there's certain ones that, like, look so suspicious.
some of them are not realistic at all, and it's creepy.
Oh my god. I feel like the more realistic actually is a lot better. And I feel like the less like some of them actually have skin color, like the actual
They do.
same skin color.
Yeah.
I'm like,
But some of them are just,
stay
like, really
white.
awkward colors, and it's, like, that doesn't make sense.
I hate that. Oh my god. And like some of them like do weird poses too. Like
Yeah.
really like I don't know how to describe it, but like very out there. poses.
Have you ever like been at a mall like playing with a
No.
mannequin as a kid?
No,
playing with a
I've never been to
mannequin.
the mall. I don't know where I got my clothes.
Playing with like a mannequin as a kid and like a piece falls off, because that has happened to me before too.
I've never done
And
it because I'm
that,
too
like,
scared to touch them. No, actually, I do
when
hold
was
their
a kid,
hand to shake their hand.
Exactly. And one time we were there when we were kids, and like the arm fell off, and we were like freaking out, and we were like, let's get out of
Steal
here.
it. Why did you take it?
Oh my God, are you
Momentum for the
kidding?
time you shoplifted. Not really.
I would never do that. But
Okay.
it was, yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
All right.
Tappings. Okay, cool. So one thing I used to also believe is that when an actor, like in a movie or like in any like real life movie, when a character dies, the actor actually dies as well.
Me too. I put that on my list. Yes.
It's so I was convinced like that. I think I didn't know anything about like SFX or anything, like just
Yeah.
anything like oh my god, the makeup is just so good that like I was just like they actually died, so I get so sad every time someone dies.
For me, it was, I wrote down, like, if they got shot or injured. Like, there was just no concept for me of, like, them getting shot and it being fake. Like, it looks so real. Or, like, getting stabbed or something. Like, I don't know. It was
my god. And, like, when I see them, like, and, like, on the Oscars or something, I'm like, oh my god, they're alive!
Yeah, it's crazy.
Okay, you can go on next.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, wait, actually, wait, I'm sorry. There's actually one thing I just thought about the mannequin thing. That reminds me of Five Nights at Freddy's. So, like, there should be a game where, like, you stay overnight at a shopping mall and, like, the mannequins start moving. Okay,
that would be so creepy. For me, I thought of, like, Wreck-It Ralph. Like, the games, once they...
Oh, they move around. I think there's a lot. Toy Story, like...
Yeah. I think that might have sparked this fear. Like, all these kids' movies.
Because, of course, I mean... God, okay, you can go on.
I used to treat my toys so well. Like, I was so scared of them, like, attacking me or something. I would, like, take so much care of them.
I'm actually the opposite. A lot of people said that when they were younger, they would get scared of their dolls being alive. For me, I would cry for them to just move. Like, really? I want them to move because I wanted a friend. I was so alone. I was so alone when I was younger.
Crazy.
Okay, what was your thing?
Okay, I was going to say, I used to believe that people fall off the earth because it's, like, spherical. Like, how do people stay on the bottom?
I think that's why flat earthers exist. They're just kind of like, how do you not fall? Yeah, it doesn't, oh my god. It doesn't, right. Even till this day, I just don't understand it. Like, you're in Australia.
Well, I mean, gravity. Come on, science.
I saw this video of, like, flat earthers talking to, like, you know Anthony Padilla, the YouTuber from Smosh?
I do not.
Okay, you know Smosh?
Yes.
You know the two guys? One of the two guys became individual.
Okay.
So he interviewed a bunch of flat earthers, and he was like, oh, see, so he dropped something. He's like, see, this is gravity. He's like, oh, well, man, they're not gravity, they're just really heavy. I was like, oh my god. Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're a flat earther, then, like, you do you, but, like, I
used to, like, ask my parents, like, how can people live in different parts of the world? If, like, are we on the top? Like, how are they staying on the earth?
Yeah, if I was a parent, I would not be able to. All. No, I'd just be like, gravity.
Yeah, and that's what my parents tried to explain to me. But
oh my god, okay. So
it's crazy.
My next one is, I thought that my toys would move when I'm sleeping. Like, just like I mentioned earlier. So I would literally, like, when I'm, like, laying down and like, usually I don't sleep at night because, like, I would just keep my eyes open and be like, I'm pretending to sleep, I'm sleeping, just so they can.
Right, you want to see them move.
Like, I take my doll and I literally stare in the eyes. I'm like, I know you're alive. Come on. You can just blink. Just blink. I was so dedicated that they could move. Like, I'm so opposite of everybody.
I totally relate to that.
Okay, what's your next one?
Okay, I used to believe that chicken would feel us eating them.
Chickens can what?
Feel us eating them. Like, I would be like, because I love, like, chicken.
I'm trying to feel that right now.
I'm not, but I used to believe, like, while we were eating, my parents would, like, grill chicken.
Oh, they're
or whatever,
secretly
and
alive.
Then we would eat it,
oh my god.
And I would be like, do they feel us? Like,
that's why vegans exist.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh my god, no.
Like, I guess
that's
I thought
a horrible
they were still
thought
alive.
to think about.
I don't know. I was like, I mean, I don't want to say I was traumatized because I never, like, went through a phase where I stopped eating chicken or anything, but
meat for life. Yeah. Sorry, triggered anybody. Yeah, terrible. I'm sorry. I need to walk out the door. You know what, Sarah? You can just take over because I feel like I don't deserve this. Okay, so I'm gonna be putting up this. Just a warning. I feel like this computer is just going crazy. So if you get triggered by that, then stop listening. Just kidding. Please listen. Okay, so Sarah, would you like to
kick it off?
Kick it off. Like kick
it off.
Kick the entire studio. Let's go.
Okay. I'm gonna start off with, like, a very personal one. I don't know if this is gonna make sense to people, but
you know what? It's fine.
I used to believe. So whenever I go to the mall, you know how you can park, like, on the bottom level and the top level. Like,
yes.
You can park, so that you're, like, on the second floor or on the bottom floor.
Yes.
That concept confused me so much as a kid. Like, I wasn't sure how there were, like, 2 parking lots and you could park at the bottom and the top. And I used to think, like, they're not really stacked because you don't see them, like stacked, like, when you go to, like,
yeah, sometimes, like, I go to the mall, I park I don't drive when I was younger, but my parents would park somewhere, and I go in the mall, I go upstairs, and I go outside, and I see a parking lot, I'm like, wait, are we in the same one we were before? Like, it just,
I know.
Even to this day, sometimes it just kind of confuses me.
It confused me so much. I mean, no, now I understand, like, how, I guess, there's, like, hills, and I don't know, it's just, it works, but, like, before, that concept was, like, foreign to me.
Oh my god, you know, I can see that. The whole, like, I feel like if they maybe color-coded each parking lot. Can you imagine a parking lot that has, like, colors? Can you just imagine that? Green parking lot.
Yeah, that would be so cool.
Red parking lot. You know, Montco, if you're the creator of Montco listening, please make this a thing. Just color the...
They color code the poles, I think. Some of it, they'll put...
Poles don't do anything, okay? We need colored streets. Yeah,
Can
colored
you
parking
imagine?
lots.
I feel like that would be really complicated.
It's complicated, but like. Actually,
Cool,
it
pretty.
kind of kills the environment, but you know what? It's fine. It's pretty. No, it's not
Dude,
fine.
no, don't say
kill
that.
Don't no. Killing the environment is not pretty. Okay, that's my word of today. Okay,
Definitely.
So actually, this thing I also looked up online, which
Okay.
I believed all my life until I read this, is going outside with wet hair actually doesn't make you have a cold. When your mom would always tell you, don't go outside when you have like
Really? I'm actually just finding this out.
and apparently the only thing that gets you cold is
I think
viruses. That's it. Like other than that, like you might like sneeze a couple times, but like that's it.
I don't know. I feel like
Like you don't get you get cold, but you don't get a cold.
okay, but certainly if you go out in the wintertime and it's like cold out, I'm sure that would affect you in some way.
I guess.
Think about it. If your hair is wet and you go outside and it's like snowing, your
Well,
head
that-
gets wet and like, or your like head gets really cold, and that should.
Well, that's
definitely-
it. Just cold. You just get cold. You don't get a cold, so you don't get
I
sick.
don't know. We're gonna need some science people for this.
If you know the answer, comment on my Facebook on the Montco Radio
Med
page on the
students.
schedule. I keep plugging this in. This is great. Just go to my Facebook page, my Mind in the Working. I feel like a lot of people, every time someone tells someone that I have a show called My Mind in the Working, they're like, mind working? Working mind? Mind what? My mind in what? And I'm like, oh my God. So I chose a very mouthful title. So yeah, why don't you go on?
Let's see. I used to believe that the moon was made of cheese.
Oh my God. Again, the movies. It's not the parents, it's the
I
movies.
did actually. This one was sparked. I used to love Tom and Jerry. There is
Tom
an
and Jerry,
episode,
Looney Tunes, like all
There's
those.
an episode of Tom and Jerry where like I don't remember the exact plot to that episode,
Mm-hmm.
but Jerry was like in the moon or in like some sort of thing that was supposed to represent the moon, and it was like cheese, and he was eating pieces. I don't know.
No, it
Something
doesn't.
like that.
I've seen literally so many cartoons say that, and I still don't understand it. I'm like, what? Doesn't it make sense?
I don't know. I also read online when I was like doing a search for this. I read that some people believed it was ice.
That's the least. No, that doesn't make sense because it'll melt. It wouldn't make
Yeah.
sense. I feel like I was
don't
smart
know.
enough for a kid to know that.
But then again, here I am saying I believed it was cheese, which is worse.
I mean, by the looks of it, it makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
Actually, along with the same moon related things, because I do have a moon related thing that's personal.
Okay.
Is when I was younger, I used to think that the moon, like, I don't know about you, but have you ever stared at the moon and there's like it has little like shapes and like
People
little,
say it looks like a face.
That's what I was gonna say. It looked like someone lived there. Like that's why I used to
someone
think.
lived there.
I used to
Okay.
think someone lived there because, like, specifically, it's so specific. Every time I look at the moon, I always think there's a cowboy in there because I see a cowboy
Why?
hat and like a guy with like a horse on it. Like that's
Wow.
the only image I can think of because I had a really big creativity when I was younger, and I feel like a lot of people do as well. Which is why people think like, oh, cheese, moon, and
So
stuff.
this kind of goes back to like aliens and whether aliens exist.
A
Did you
cowboy
believe in
alien.
aliens?
No, I just
Neither did I.
I think when I found out about aliens, like the whole like genre of it, I think I already knew about like video editing, so I was like, this video editing is so obvious.
Yeah.
Like there's no such thing. I think I need like physical evidence. Even like people are like, oh, I saw physical evidence. I'm like, someone could have just drawn that.
Yeah.
Like there's
Yeah, that one
I'm
I
not
didn't
convinced.
believe either.
But if they existed, if they did exist and they're really friendly, then go for it. You know, go on Montco Radio, alien. Go to my Facebook page at Montco Radio. Okay, I need to stop. Yeah, so
Alright.
that's basically what I thought. I used to think someone actually lived in the moon until I saw like videos of astronauts on the moon. I'm like, my whole life is a lie.
Wow.
It's horrible. Okay, so the next one I had was sugar makes you hyper, and it's actually not true.
It's not true.
You know me, I always say, I'm sugar high, I'm sugar high, I'm sugar high. And it's actually like, that doesn't make sense.
Honestly, I feel like to this day I still kind of believe that.
And
so
like,
that's
I've seen my
interesting.
science classes saying things like, oh, sugar makes this thing, causes this thing, whatever. It's actually not true. I'm like, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. It shocked me so much
I
when I
think
read
it's
that.
more not necessarily sugar, but like caffeine. Like it gets your heart pumping, and then that's what
Yeah,
causes
caffeine
you to
makes
go,
sense.
Like quote unquote sugar high.
But like, oh my God. I used to think when you put sugar in your coffee, the sugar is what makes you hyper, not the caffeine. That was before when I didn't drink coffee, now I am, so.
Wow.
Okay, Sarah, you can go on.
Okay. I used to believe that swallowing seeds made plants grow inside
Oh
of
my
you.
God, okay, I didn't believe that, but I know a lot of people who do.
I believe
my
that
God.
so, like, seriously. Because I would be eating, like, watermelon, and my parents would be like, don't swallow the seeds, because then you'll get, like,
Oh, I hate
a
the seeds.
watermelon
No, in general,
inside of
it's a
you.
personal thing, but I hate seeds. Like the seeds in watermelons. Like I don't mind.
I don't mind. I used to just, like, swallow them.
I love watermelons, but like the reason I rarely eat them is because of the seeds. Like, I just can't handle the seeds. I always
Just move them away.
everyone's eating them and like finishing them, and I'm just still nitpicking and getting. I'm a very picky eater when it comes to like things that has like weird things that I feel like is not edible. Like chicken, I don't eat the fat, little squishy
I
things.
eat everything.
Oh my god, I can't. I think it's the texture, and even bananas.
I
that
don't
little
know.
like string from outside of the bananas, I always like take
I
them
eat
off.
that too.
And
It's
the
technically
orange
part of the banana.
Yeah, but no. Like even oranges, like the white part of it, I always take that off.
Theoretically, the orange, you can eat the whole thing. Blend it. Just like take the whole orange with the
Peel
you can
and-
eat everything
oh
on
my
the orange.
God.
Yeah, theoretically, yes.
I mean, I see people eat it. Even lemons, they
People
eat the
eat
whole thing.
lemon zest, like in like
Well, lemon zest, yeah,
foods
makes sense,
and,
yeah.
and orange zest,
Oh my god, can you eat lemon without like squinting?
like just eat
Just
like
eat
a
it.
spoon. Yeah, I
God.
used to be able to. Now, not so much, but definitely.
I feel so different. Yeah. It's just like
No, it's not for
my
everyone.
mom knows this for a fact. If you ask my mom, she knows this for a fact. Every time we eat oranges, I always nitpick all the like white. I just can't. For me, it tastes bad. The white part, even this part of it. Like,
I agree.
I just like the juice part of the orange. Other than that, nope, hate it.
But it's very healthy for you, Hiba. So
That's what my mom says, and
No,
I'm like,
I mean, I'm
no.
saying that. I
Have
don't
you met me
usually-
before? I'm not healthy. Like I can't do any healthy stuff.
Okay.
Okay. So actually, speaking of fruits, this one I didn't do any scientific research because I really didn't want to believe it. This one, I feel like even you're gonna get shocked because
Okay.
it's just something out of the blue.
all right.
So bananas are actually not fruits.
Wow.
They're actually
I'm like-
get this. They're actually berries.
Actually, I have heard that before, so I'm not
Really?
totally shocked. Yes.
Does it look like a berry? Like have you gotten a cherry and a banana? Like they're the same.
I think it depends. Like there are very specific definitions for what are fruits and like what counts as vegetables and everything.
Oh my god!
I don't know,
And, like
though.
tomato, I think it was tomatoes. They thought it was like a
Tomatoes
fruit.
are fruits.
Fruits, yeah.
Yeah.
I love tomatoes. I absolutely love tomatoes. Yeah, but honestly, I was I was shocked because like not berries. Like of all things, I would not think of berries. Okay, your
I
turn.
agree. Okay. I used to believe that everything in the past was in black and white.
Same. Oh my god, I have that too. I have that too. Like when I see movies and I'm like
Yeah.
the black and white, I'm like they're probably like actually black and white, and like the world progressed and started becoming color.
Like I would see photographs and I would be like they would have color. Or my parents, I think, explained this one to me.
Oh wow. Okay. Cool. So, yeah, I feel like I don't know, like black and white. I'm sorry, I just saw it from outside. Okay, so yeah, I honestly I feel like just even my mom when she used to what's it called? She used to like watch movies from like black and white. I used to think that like what's it called? I used to think. Why are you laughing? Yeah, I used to think that like oh my god, like I thought my parents were like older, so I thought they would like actually go with that. But yeah, okay,
Wow.
cool. See you. This is great. Okay,
Yeah, but that was something I
I
definitely
had that too. No,
believed.
but I genuinely, I would just not like. I think it's the camera quality that has black and white. So yeah. Okay, so my next one, if you didn't have that down, I mean, this is a huge myth that even to this day people are just arguing about.
Okay.
It takes 7 years to digest gum, and I used to think it.
Really?
No, actually, that's a myth.
Oh,
But
it is a myth. Okay.
That's what I think it was. Yeah, I used to think that it takes 7 years, but actually, it's actually not digestible. And I used
I'm
to
not
think
surprised.
that kills you.
I'm not
I used
surprised.
to think that it kills you.
No,
I'm
I,
like,
I
"Oh."
did used to swallow gum when I was little, and my parents used to say that was very dangerous. So I think that might have been like sparked by parents telling their kids not to do that.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know. Like my mom always warned me, like in a very threatening voice, to be like, "Don't swallow your gum." Like I was like so freaked
I can
out.
hear that. I can hear that.
Yeah. Oh my god. It's just. I think the whole phenomena of like gums, like they really make it seem like you're gonna die if you like swallow the gum, and that's
So-
why I got so scared of swallowing the gum. One time I cried when I swallowed my gum. I was like, I'm gonna die.
no.
I'm so young. Like, I can't
had
do
a
this.
fear not of gum, but like of Mentos. Like I was always scared. Even to this day, I do not eat Mentos. Like anything like those Mento products because I'm scared of like
Dude, the Coke and
accidentally having-
Mentos.
Yeah,
oh
that
my
stuff scares
God.
me. Like I don't even drink soda, but it still scares me to eat them. I don't know.
No, in general, I feel like ever since I found out that Mentos actually like triggers Coke or whatever, it makes me scared that what other candies can do that. So I get
I
so
know,
scared of
me
eating
too.
candy and soda.
Exactly.
This
That
is
is
so sad.
literally
I'm
me.
saying eating candy and
Like
soda.
I'll be
as a
chewing
thing.
gum and I know like I'm not gonna swallow this.
So I
but
always
even-
wait like 2 hours later and then I drink the Coke or
not
wait
even.
until I go to the
I will
bathroom
wait
and then
till the next day. I I'm not kidding.
No, it is. No, again, like people actually scare us with those things. Like the worst part is that I never knew about the Mentos and Coke thing until I saw the Wreck-It Ralph movie, and I was like, what?
I did know about that.
Oh my god.
My parents used to like warn us so much about them. That's why I completely cut those types of candies out of my life.
Okay, so the next one I had down was, okay, have you ever watched a cartoon where this guy, okay, there's a specific cartoon that even like when I was thinking about this, I didn't think of, like, I don't, if that makes sense, is there's this cartoon that like, it's like, well, it is a cartoon, of course, animated, where this, like, it shows like the earth like circulates from like morning to night. So I used to think the sky actually like circulates, like we're in a big sphere, like not Earth sphere, like we're, like each state is a sphere. So like the whole sky like circulates, and what proves it is clouds because they move sometimes.
Cartoons are messing us up.
I know, like okay, you know, cartoons need to get on. You need to get on the reality.
Be more realistic.
Exactly, but like I feel like what thing that made me like really convinced is clouds, because you sometimes do you ever see the clouds by itself move? Yeah. Then I was fully convinced. I was like, this is great.
That makes
even
sense.
Sunsets
Actually,
and everything. Like
that is very legit to believe.
I didn't know the sun moves. I thought the sun is attached to the sky, so it like moves with it. Again, cartoons. Like
yeah, no, but it makes like okay, this is weird, but theoretically it makes sense. Like just I don't know.
My whole life was a lie. I swear to God. Okay, we'll be talking more about our traumatized experiences with knowing the truth with afterwards. I can't even speak today. After the next song, which I will be putting on. Of course, I'm gonna put on. Who else is gonna put it on? Unless there's Jeremy. Jeremy, are you putting on the next? No, he's not. He's not here. He left. He left me a long time ago. This is not true. Okay, this is so sad. Honestly, this whole podcast is so sad. So hopefully, if you're sad, then we're all being sad together. I'm such a good influence. Don't you agree,
what are
Sarah?
you talking about?
I don't know. I just go on tangents. I'm sorry. Sarah, can you just please define what does zig zig mean? By the way, we literally weren't talking like for like the last couple of seconds of the song, and I just surprised her with this question. Do you just please define? Give me dictionary.com definition of zig zig Like,
I'm not creative enough. I'm not creative enough for that, Hiba.
I believe it means that you should go on my Facebook page at montco.com and schedules and go to my Mind of Working and like the page. And
definitely.
I feel like it's definitely promotion.
That is definitely the definition.
Absolutely.
Totally
like dictionary.com, get on it.
They knew.
Okay. Sarah, why don't you hit me up with a lie?
Okay. I'm trying to find a good one to start off. Okay, I used to believe that baby showers like involved actual showering of some sort.
Why would they call it baby showers? Like,
I know.
Is
like,
it showering babies?
Is that?
Is it rating babies?
Idea.
Like I don't get it.
I believed that for the longest time. Honestly, like my mom like would go to a baby shower. She'd come back and I'd be like, so like what happened? Like, did you have soap or something?
Why aren't you wet?
I love that.
Oh my! I don't understand it. Like. What's the actual definition of it? You know, I'm gonna look it up right now.
Look it
Just
up.
keep talking.
Because
entertain the audience. I need to know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. I guess I'll read another one then while you look that up.
Go for it.
I used to believe that if you concentrate hard enough, you could actually do like what Matilda used to do.
After watching that, I was convinced I have superpowers. Again, movies mess you up.
She read a lot, and I mean, I liked reading.
I think that's why a lot of bookworms have a good... I feel like the amount of bookworms just increased.
That movie is good because it encourages kids to read. But then it's also like false hope because it's like if you read enough and you're smart enough as a kid...
Let's be honest, that's like the one power. Someone said if you were to have a superpower, what would you like?
It would be that. Like, honestly,
Absolutely.
I think that's one of the coolest things ever.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. So... in baby shower, the word shower is to saying the fact that the mother is showered with gifts. In that case, it should be birthday shower. Like, why can't we just call it that?
That sounds weird. I don't know.
So baby shower makes sense?
I think I'll come up with another name. I'll think of something.
You'll be the inventor of the new name of baby showers.
Yeah. No, but for real, it's confusing.
By the way, shout out to the friend who literally left me laughing the entire last segment. And just, you couldn't understand, I wasn't speaking English, I was speaking ha-has. Oh my god. Okay. Honestly, we could use that as zig as a language, the zig language, even though it doesn't make sense. Okay, so my next one is my mom told me that if I turn. Okay, so basically, when I used to live in Emirates or Dubai, if it makes sense to you, we used to live in this house and. There's one specific light bulb. I don't know about you, but I feel like there's at least in every household, there's at least one light bulb that nobody turns on. Do you ever have that?
Yeah, definitely.
So there's one that we didn't turn on back in Dubai, and my mom would tell me, don't ever turn it on or else it'll burn out. Now in Arabic, I think it's a lot more, more draws to the definition of burnout, or like the word that means burnout is like, leans more on like flammable or like,
got it.
Yeah, so like when my mom said, "Oh, don't turn it on, or else it'll burn out," I thought she meant like it's gonna explode in flames. Oh. So when my brother every time by mistake like he turns it on, I'm like, "Turn it off! You're gonna set the whole house on fire!"
I know what you're talking about.
Oh my god. Yeah. I got so scared of that light bulb. It was in my room too, so I was so scared. I was every time someone turns it on, and I'm like, "Mom, it's gonna burst in flames." When she turns it on, she's like, "Sis, it's okay." But like, oh my god, I would get so scared. So that's why, actually, before I start the show, Matt, who does the Kiss show on Montco Radio, he kind of did this pun. I forgot completely, but he mentioned the burnout, and it was horrible. Wow. I should have got that on record, but yeah, that was mine. I would always start panicking. She traumatized me for life until she told me that's like as soon as we left, I was like, "Mom, do you remember that?" Like, and the worst part is that light bulb really like made it worse because every time we turn it on, it has such a strong light that those lights are really strong that actually gives you heat. Mm-hmm. That's what it was like, and so I was convinced it was gonna explode any second.
Right.
It was so bad.
It was in your room, you said.
I used to share a room with my brother when we were younger, so yeah, it was at our room.
Okay.
So, oh my god, it was so bad. But yeah.
All right.
What's your next one?
This is my last one on the list of like things I believed, but this one actually traumatized me. My dad used to tell us that there was like a monster that would go around at night, like at a bedtime or something. So for us, it was like 8, 9, depending on the day. But it would go around and like check through the windows of like kids' bedrooms and see if they were asleep, or else it would like...
Who?
A monster, like just some sort of monster. I'm not even kidding.
I hate windows.
I solely believe
you like windows, then you need, like at night, you need help. Like this is...
No, I mean, it was just really scary. Like for a period of time in my life, like I would go to bed and I would be laying there and I'm like waiting for the monster to come, but I also want to have my eyes closed so that when the monster came, it wouldn't like do something. I don't know.
I don't like the idea of... Again... No, actually, you know what?
This was very real for me.
No, you know what actually might have influenced maybe some people who have the same fear? Monster Inc. I was talking about this...
Monsters Inc.?
And I have child psychology, and we were talking about how horrible of a concept Monster Inc. is. Like, it's actually...
It's cute, but I think for a young kid... but it ends really happy. It ends on a really happy note.
Yeah, but like when you think about it realistically, like if a kid wants to relate, like my teacher told us, like, you know, the whole fear of the kid has, like, oh my god, there's someone in my closet. Well, that movie proves it. Like, it's like, yep, there's a monster in your closet.
I definitely agree.
Under your bed, everything.
But I also think that movie's supposed to get kids out of fearing monsters, if that makes sense, because they believe in them. And they're always, they see that movie, they definitely believe they're out there because...
Okay, but Sully is actually terrifying. Like,
I know, but, like, I think the movie's supposed to show, like, monsters have lives, too. And, like, they're not, it's just based off of, like, I think the company was, like, they needed the kids screaming.
No, like, my teacher was like, why would they think of this? Like, this is horrible.
It's frightening, but it's also, it ends on, like, a happy note. And... I don't know, like, because they're laughing at the end. I think they turn it into, like, they try to get the kids to laugh instead.
The laughing thing makes sense, yeah. That one's a cute one, too, but, like, it's still, ugh. Yeah. But, like...
I don't know, I agree with you, but I also see it as, like, a happy story for kids. I don't know.
Honestly, along with another myth I have is something... Actually, I just remembered... Also, teachers can be involved more on making you believe something that's not true.
Yeah, definitely.
Have you ever had a teacher who would be like, I have an eye at the back of my head so I can see what you guys are doing? Oh my god, my Arabic teachers would always do that.
Yes.
And I was so convinced they did have it because sometimes they actually do catch it, which even as me being an education major, I don't know how they can do that.
Yeah.
Like, maybe they can hear it, but like, and like literally,
they do.
Like, for example, right now, if I were to turn around and you did like scratch your nose, I'd be like, Sarah, stop scratching your nose.
So do you think that
like, how do they know who it is? Like,
I don't know.
Oh my god,
I agree
terrifying.
that's crazy. But do you think when you get older, like you're gonna be that teacher who tells your kids the same thing?
I'm not very nice. I feel like they're gonna do so many crazy things. I'm gonna be so nice to them, but like I shouldn't. Well, that's what I learned in my classes. Like, you have to be nice to your kids. Because, like, let's be
Definitely.
honest. Like, if you were being friends with somebody, would you, like, rather be friends with somebody who's always saying depressing stuff? Or is rather have somebody who gives you positive attitudes? Like,
Obviously,
yeah, of course,
yeah.
positive attitudes. That's what they told us about teaching. Like, you have to be able to have positive attitudes.
Exactly. And also, I mean, if you're like really nice to your kids, they're gonna be encouraged to want to like learn from you and actually take what you're saying.
That's my goal
and-
of being a
and
teacher. I want to encourage people because, like,
They wanna
honestly,
be- yeah.
for me, it's so satisfying to teach people. So, like, in
teachers
general.
that are more strict and like
I
feel like
don't understand that
teachers
mentality.
who-
Like, you can't be a teacher if you're gonna be strict.
Yeah, I feel like teachers, especially for me with young kids, like if it's
Like, being
really-
strict is okay, but there's a balance. You have to balance kindness
Yes.
to strict. You can't perceive yourself
or
as
else
a
the kid doesn't want to learn anymore. They're just scared of the teacher instead as a kid.
Honestly, even one thing I used to also wonder is if they have eyes at the back of their heads, how are they able to see with hair in their way? Like, that's what I'm like,
That
ow!
definitely
Like,
confused me
hair
as well.
comes, and I was just imagining like a cartoon eyeball. I had a big imagination. Yeah, but I feel like, I don't know, like, I'm very passionate about teachers. I might talk about it in the show, but like, because like being in an education major, it didn't make me not want to be a teacher. It really inspired me a lot more because it's just, I don't know, like, I've experienced as myself, like being a high school and middle school student, is experiencing good and bad teachers and differentiating them. And my intro to education teacher, shout out to Mr. Gary Bundy, I love him so much. He teaches at Montco, and he kind of told us, like, think of one teacher that's bad and define why. And then he's like, now think of something that the teacher that's really good. Why? So you can see the huge difference between
Right.
those two.
Yeah.
Why are we talking about this?
I know.
I'm like,
just got too serious.
we're talking about lies. Let's stick to lies. Okay. Do you have any more?
I'm gonna start with my
Online
things I
ones?
found online list because these were pretty
These
interesting.
are other
I had to
people's, by
write
the way.
them down. Yeah.
Do you
these are
relate to
not
them
mine.
or no?
Some I do. Some I.
Are they like, did you chose like really weird ones?
Yeah.
Okay, actually, I'll say mine because the last one also,
Okay.
like, that's personal.
Go ahead.
I used to think that Barbie's hairs grow like ours.
Oh my gosh.
I used to,
That-
cut their hair, be like, oh, it's gonna grow out eventually.
No, you're right. No, I totally.
Again,
I would
like,
have
it's
never
just-
thought of that by myself.
I mean, nothing inspired me that, but like, it's just the idea that it looks so realistic. I'm like, why do they have hair if it doesn't grow out? Like, for me, it made sense that, like, if our hair grows out, any hair can grow out. Like, animals' hairs grow out, and it makes sense. So a Barbie can. Like, oh my god,
wow.
I've had that. I don't know if you believed it as well, but like,
Okay.
it was still on the same train of like believing that actual like toys are like real.
Wow.
Oh my god, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna read this one.
Actually, we'll read the online ones actually because I do want to put a next song to like transition to it.
Okay. Yeah.
And I will be transitioning to a Backstreet Boys. I can hear all the moms screaming from the back, screaming, Backstreet Boys, I love you, please come to PA. Because rarely any of them like come to King of Prussia or like Bluebell, so like consider that. Backstreet Boys, if you're listening to this, come to King of Prussia or Bluebell. I need to be able to come to you guys, okay? I can't go to Philly, like, it's too dangerous. I can definitely confirm there are people walking outside the studio seeing me dance so much I lost so many calories. So shout out to those people for pretty much making me embarrassed. It's fine. You know what? I signed up for it. So yeah, that was I want it that way. Now before we go on to online little confessions we saw from people, actually there's one thing we were discussing, me and Sarah. Wait, did you say your name Sarah, right? I don't know, I just remember, it feels like this is the first time I'm saying Sarah. Did you say Sarah before?
I did. Yes.
Good, okay, just making sure. So, there's one thing that we talked about, at least what I mentioned, is that one thing my parents used to always tell me to scare me, for me to not lie, is that they told me they can tell if I'm lying by reading my forehead. I don't know why
I heard
feel,
that one.
I feel
think
like
that's
a
an
lot
Arab
of people.
thing.
An Arab thing? I feel like some people also do that. Like some people say the eyebrows, like the way you move your eyebrows, like they can tell.
Maybe.
They can read your eyes. Like I've definitely heard those kind of things.
Yes.
Oh my god, so scary because again, parents are so accurate with that. Like they can tell. That's why. Oh my god, one time I went to the mirror and I was like lying to myself and I was reading my forehead. I couldn't. I was like, how is that
I know.
possible?
I used to do that too. I would like look and see like, can I read it too? Like I would exactly.
See, if I were to be a parent in the future, I don't know how I can do that. Like a child can be really good at lying. I
Well,
don't get it.
parents know their kids, but they tell them that to to get them to always tell the truth. But
Oh my
either
God.
way, like they always know their kids are lying. They can tell what's up.
God dang, wow. Okay, well, do you want to start reading the online ones?
Yes. So
They're pretty good.
Okay, so one person said that they used to believe they were always on a sitcom. Like their entire life was just a sitcom.
I think
and people were
iCarly made me
watching-
think that.
Yeah.
iCarly or Monco, Hannah Montana.
Exactly. Just
both of
watching
those
any of
made
those-
me think. I was so convinced that I was like, where aren't people laughing when I say something?
Exactly. This person thought that they were like always being filmed or something like
Yeah,
that.
I literally look out the windows. I'm like, I know you're there.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, it's so creepy. Yeah, I definitely did think that I was in a sitcom as well. I think me and my brother at some point when we were younger would play along and like act like we're in a sitcom.
Exactly. Maybe when you used to like play pretend.
Oh my god.
Because I used to do that a lot.
If you've had Vine before, right? Like
I haven't
you've
had
heard
it,
of
but
it,
I've definitely yes.
Oh, you've had it, or you not?
I didn't have it.
Okay,
but I've
'cause
seen.
There was one, I think. I forgot who was featured. I think Logan Paul was one of them. I think. Ugh. Yeah. He back when he was good. Yeah, I did see a Vine where someone's like, "When your life's like a sitcom." So that one, it kind of like brought me back as well when I was younger. Like where like they over exaggerated it, where the guy kept looking at the camera like weirdly, like really like confused, and then his friends were just like, "What are you looking at? Why are you looking that way? Like, what are you looking at?" And he was like looking at it, like shaking his head. Yeah, it's so funny. But yeah,
You ever seen the movie? I think it's called The Secret Life of Walter Mitty.
no.
But do you know? That's the name, right? I think it is. But like he'll have like these moments where he imagines something happening. It's similar to, actually, I'll give another example. Oh my god, what was the show?
There's
One
one.
with Hilary Duff.
Okay, of course, yeah. I mean,
What was that show? The Lizzie McGuire.
Lizzie
the
McGuire, yeah.
Lizzie McGuire show. Like when she has those moments where she's like imagines something's happening and then she like.
I saw this movie where it was a guy who was actually stuck in a all his life he was actually living in a TV show, but he never knew. And like every day the same thing happens, and his wife would like out of nowhere just start like advertising a product. He's like, "Who are you talking about to?" And she was like, "What?" And like they would all hide it from him that he's actually in a TV show.
Right.
And eventually he escapes that movie and like he goes through a door. It's so cool. It's absolutely
That kind
incredible.
of thing just immediately makes you think of that.
It's so scary because like even like this, he ends up falling in love with another girl, but like, and she like actually does fall in love with him, but she knows she can't because it's not part of the movie. So then she like, it's insane. It's so good.
And that's why kids believe this kind of stuff.
Oh my god, I think that one really breaks the walls, like
Yeah.
fourth wall and everything. Yeah. What else did you get?
Someone said that they believed if they kissed someone, they would automatically be married to them.
Oh my god.
Which is a very legit belief for a child.
I've heard also like a YouTuber called Phil Lester, aka Amazing Phil. He did mention something similar. He said that like if somebody kissed somebody, then the girl would automatically get pregnant. Can you imagine that?
That would be scary.
Can you imagine that? The whole world would just be pregnant.
That logic.
Oh my god.
Holy crap.
Okay.
Okay. Should I move on?
Yep.
Okay. Someone said they. Okay, this one was confusing, but someone said that they believe people die at the cemetery. Like,
Then how do you visit your grandmother?
I don't know. I have no idea where this one was sparked
I've never
by.
heard of
I
that
did
one.
read this one online, but
I mean, there's a lot of
person-
gravestones, so it makes sense. Like some
The
people-
person just believed if you were at the cemetery, like that's where everybody just dies, and like, I mean,
zombie movies.
maybe, yeah.
There's a
I
lot
don't
of
know.
gravestones, but people don't believe the fact that a lot of people die every day.
Okay, I'm gonna move
That was
on.
so sad.
Someone believed that dogs and cats were the same species, and that dogs were like the male, and cats were all females.
I've heard that all dogs are male and all cats are female, but I've never heard they're actually the same species. I know they're different, but like I thought like if you play Pokemon before, like I used to think that one, because like some of the Pokemon or like animals, they look feminine or look masculine, so I wasn't
agree.
convinced.
I feel like cats are always depicted as looking like the feminine.
yeah, because they look pretty.
Yeah, I don't know. And then dogs are always like depicted as being like
'Cause
the
they're wild
masculine
and everything,
animal.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which is weird. But that's why kids are confused about that kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh my god. What
But
else?
I definitely didn't believe that one. Somebody believed that it was still medieval times in England.
Oh my! I mean, their accent gives it away. Like
I think I kind of did believe this one as a kid. Like I always used to think like English, and I would just think of like kings and queens and all these like, I don't know, just medieval
it makes
times.
sense. No, it does make sense. I mean, there is like the queen in England, so like
Yeah.
yeah. Is there a king and queen in U.S.? I mean, I'm not
No.
on track.
No.
Okay. I don't know why I thought there was.
No.
Okay, they look American, but whatever. Yeah,
But-
there's Prince William, and there's like all that, so it makes sense. I do believe that. Like, there's such thing. Like Princess Diaries, like it's all there.
Yeah, I didn't write this one down, but this kind of comes off of that one. That like someone believed that like all kids at some point who lived in England would get to have like tea with the queen. Like that was a thing that all kids got to experience.
Tea, yes. Oh my god.
Yeah.
They spill tea, they drink tea, and yeah. Do you have any like last one maybe?
The last one is that all men get pregnant with boys and all women get pregnant with
Okay,
girls.
no, that one I did not hear.
That
of.
one's crazy.
That was very offending to so many dads who just like.
Yeah, that one is a little off.
I definitely heard kids thinking that men also get pregnant. So
Yeah.
I've heard that. Okay. Well, I feel like we're gonna wrap this up. Sarah, tell me about your experience. Did you like this?
This was a lot of fun.
I told
Thank
you about
so much for having me.
Honestly, I'm really planning on getting more friends involved, so like I get to have more conversations, get to know
Definitely.
them. Will hopefully like that you come back.
Yeah,
sometime.
I'd love to.
I'll pay you. So yeah. Well, this is my mind in the working. Hope if you have any childhood lies, make sure you go to my Facebook on Montco Radio. When you go to I forgot to plug in, but just go to my Facebook page on Montco Radio on schedules. My mind in the working, and it's a Facebook page. So yeah, thank you guys for listening. Again, this was really fun. Thank you, Sarah, for coming.
Thank you.
If you have any childhood lies, again, comment it on my Facebook, and hopefully I'll come up with another topic that's just as wholesome for next week. So yeah. I will see you guys then. This is my mind in the working. See you guys next week.